Thank you, Ma'am Telma. To discuss the Week 6 lesson in General Mathematics is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Mathematics at Polytechnic University of the Philippines, a graduate of Masters of Science in Mathematics Education at Polytechnic University of the Philippines. Please welcome Miss Gloria R. Rosero.
Hello everyone, I am Gloria Rosero of Isaac Lopez Integrated School. On this video, I will be discussing Module 6 on Quarter 2 of General Mathematics 11 with the following competencies. Number 1, illustrating business and consumer loans. Number 2, distinguishing between business and consumer loans. Number 3, solving problems involving business and consumer loans. Do you know these companies? If you have parents and relatives who are working in government or in private companies, maybe you knew about this. These are some of the lending companies where you can loan. And these are some of the banks in the Philippines. Alam niyo ba kung paano kumikita ang mga bangko? Isa sa mga pinagkakakitaan nila ay ang pagpapautang at paggamit ng mga pera na dinideposit sa kanila ng kanilang mga clients. After this video, you will be able to Number 1, illustrate business and consumer loans. Number 2, distinguish between business and consumer loans. Number 3, solve problems involving business and consumer loans. The companies I've shown are where the people can loan money. What is a loan? A loan is a debt provided by one entity, an individual, or an organization to another entity at an agreed interest rate. There are two kinds of loan, the business loan and the consumer loan. The consumer loans are loans given to individuals for personal or family purpose. For example of consumer loans are educational loan, housing loans, and car loans. How about business loan? Business loans are loans for businesses. It may be used to start business or to have a business expansion. Example of these are loans for starting business or equipments. For example, identify if the following scenario shows a business loan or a consumer loan. Number 1, Mississippi is planning to open a Jollibee franchise to be built on their city. This is a business loan. Number 2, Martha wants to put more products on her sari-sari store. She loaned money. This is a business loan, but Martha should provide business permit so the bank can let her apply for a business loan. Number 3, Rupert planned to loan money to improve his blog by buying equipment such as drone, laptops, and cameras. This is a consumer loan. One of the difference of consumer and business loans is the requirements in applying the loan. These are the documents required in securing the loan. Number 1, documentation. Consumer loans often ask for payslips, bills, or income tax return. Or sometimes they ask for certificate of employment. For business loans, credit reports and financial statements of the business will be assessed. Number 2, collateral. Business loans are usually require collateral or technically called assets. Mga halimbawa ng collateral are real estate, equipments, furnitures, or investments. This is just for business loans. Number 3, guarantor. This is for consumer loans only. A guarantor is a person who will guarantee the borrower's payment of the loan. In the event loan was not paid on schedule by the borrower, the bank may pursue the guarantor for payment of the loan. Number 4, terms. Due to size or value of loans, business loans are generally shorter and have higher interest rates than those of consumer loans. Terms are greatly dependent on the capacity of the borrower to pay. For more information regarding the requirements of the loans, you can check sites of the bank of your choice. Determine whether the given requirement is needed for consumer loan or business loan. Number 1, Certificate of Business Registration with DTI. This is for business loan. Number 2, Certificate of Employment. This is for consumer loan. Number 3, bank statements. This is for business loan. After I discuss about the loan, let us now come to paying a loan. Which is better, repaying a loan by one-time payment or by series of regular payments? Remember that regular payment is the amount of each payment. The regular payment of an ordinary annuity is given by R is equal to PV times I over 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n, where PV is the present value of annuity, I is the periodic interest rate, n is the number of compounding periods. To solve for PV, just manipulate this equation, then we will be having PV is equal to R times 1 minus the quantity of 1 plus I raised to negative n over I. For the definitions, we have here mortgage. When you said mortgage, it is a business or a consumer loan secured by a collateral that the borrower is obliged to pay at specified terms. Ito yung tinatawag na garantiya. For the other term, we have amortization. Amortization is a payment scheme wherein the loan is repaid through regular equal payments. Katulad ng utang sa Bombay, usually 'di ba araw-araw sila naniningil. Ang tawag dito ay daily amortization. Pag monthly naman kayo nagbabayad ng inyong utang, that is called monthly amortization. Depende sa mapagkasunduan ninyo ng pinag-utangan ninyo. Let's have an example number 1. A mortgage is amortized for 3 years at an interest rate of 5%, compounded monthly, in a monthly payment of 4,000 pesos. What is the original value of the mortgage? On this given, we're going to find for the original value on our formula, that is the PV. To solve for example number 1, identify the given. 4,000 pesos is the R or the regular payment. 5% or 500 is the interest rate. The compounding period is monthly, so M is equal to 12. The time T is 3. The periodic rate I can be computed as I equals R over M. If the value of the fraction is more than 5 decimal places, it is better to use fraction form to have exact value. The number of compounding period is N equals 36, which is 12 times 3. Substitute now the given to the formula of PB, which is P is equal to regular payment R times the quotient of 1 minus the quantity of 1 plus I raised to negative N and I. Substituting the given, you will be having this equation. Then, press this on your calculator. It will give you the answer, which is PB will be approximately 133,462 and 81 100ths. Therefore, the original value of the mortgage is 133,462 pesos and 81 centavos. Sa mga nahihirapang gumamit ng scientific calculator, ganito nyo gagawin. Halimbawa, solve natin to. Yung 4,000, press nyo 4,000, then open parenthesis, then fraction, then for the numerator you have 1 minus, open parenthesis, then 1 plus, fraction ulit, then 0.05, down arrow for the denominator 12, right arrow for the close parenthesis, then x raised to box for the exponent, then negative 3/6, then down arrow for the divisor, fraction yan ulit, then 0.05 for the numerator, down arrow for the 12 denominator, then right for the closing or close parenthesis. Then, equal. Minsan kung paano po nakasulat or nakalagay yung numbers dyan, yun din po yung ipipress ninyo sa calculator ninyo. For example number 2, Chris borrowed 500,000 pesos from a bank to finance his application abroad. The loan is to be repaid in 5 years at 10% compounded quarterly. What is his quarterly payment? On this example, we will solve the regular payment R. To solve for the example number 2, identify the given. 500,000 pesos is the PB or the present value. The interest rate is 10% or 1/10. The compounding period is quarterly, so M is equal to 4. The time T is 5. I, or the periodic rate, is equal to 25,000. And N will be equal to 20, which is 4 times 5. Substituting the given to the formula of R, which is equal to PB times I over 1 minus the quantity of 1 plus I raised to negative N, will give you this equation. And pressing this on your calculator, that will give you R is approximately 32,073 and 56 hundredths. Therefore, Chris' payment is 32,073 pesos and 56 centavos quarterly. Let's have an example number 3. Chris bought a new cell phone worth 50,000 pesos. It requires monthly installment of 2,500 at 3% compounded monthly. How long should she make payments to fully pay the cell phone? On this example, we will solve the T. Identifying the given, PB is 50,000, R is 2,500, small r is 3% or 300, M is 12, then I is equal to 25 10,000. The formula to be used is PB equals R times the quotient of 1 times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to negative MT over I. We use MT instead of N because we're going to solve for T. Substituting the given to this equation, we will be having this equation. Next step is to multiply both sides by 1 over 2,500. So, ito na lang matira sa RHS natin. And that will be this equation. Okay? Na-cancel it out sa right-hand side, si 2,500. Left-hand side will become 20. From this equation, we will simplify the right-hand side by multiplying both sides by this denominator, the 25 10,000s. Multiplying both sides by 25 10,000s, we will be having this equation. Okay? Para maiwan natin sa isang side yung may variable na siyang isosolve natin, okay, let us add both sides by the additive inverse of this expression and the additive inverse of this. Then, you will be having this equation. Dito na sa left-hand side natin, yung may variable na t, which is on the exponent. And on the right side, we have 1 minus the 500ths. Then, simplifying the right-hand side, we will be having this equation. We have now this expression on the left side, and on the right side, we have 95 hundredths. Solving for t, we're going to take the log of both sides. Taking the log of both sides will become this equation. In order for us to solve for the t, we're going to apply the property of logarithm, which is the power. The power of logarithm, this left-hand side will become negative 12t times the log of 1 and 25 10,000ths. Then, solving for t again here, we're going to multiply both sides by 1 over negative 12 times the log of 1 and 25, 10 thousandths. And that will become P is equal to log of 95 hundredths over negative 12 times the log of 1 and 25, 10 thousandths. Pressing this on your calculator, that will give you T approximately 1 and 712 thousandths. Therefore, we can say that Chris can pay her cell phone in 1.7 years. The previous examples are examples of solving consumer loans. Let us now proceed to solving business loans. Remember that a business loan is a loan given by a financial institution to start or run small businesses. Businesses want to check their money once in a while, and one of these is the outstanding balance. Outstanding balance is the remaining unpaid amount of loan or financial obligation as a particular date. Solving outstanding balance is denoted by B sub K at the end of period K. There are two ways in solving outstanding balance. The first is the prospective method. Prospective method is used when all regular payments are equal. It calculates the outstanding balance as a present value of all future payments to be made. The outstanding balance under prospective method is given by B sub K is equal to R times 1 minus the quantity of 1 plus I raised to negative the quantity of N minus K all over I, where B sub K is the outstanding balance, K is the number of past payments, and minus K is the number of payments to be made, and R is equal to the equal payments. This completes the outstanding balance, and it is used when the number of compounding periods in the length of contract is known. Let's have an example number 4. A business loan is to be settled by paying 50,000 pesos monthly in 3 years. If the interest rate is 8% converted monthly, how much is the outstanding balance after 10 payments? We're going to find for the B sub K after 10 payments. To solve example number 4, let us identify first the given. Capital R is 50,000. Small r is 8% or 8 hundredths. M is 12 because it's monthly. T is 3. Then K is 10 after 10 payments. I is equal to R over M, which is 8 hundredths over 12. That is equal to 1 over 150. And N is equal to M times T, and that is equal to 12 times 3 equals 36. We will use the formula for the outstanding balance under prospective method. That is B sub K is equal to R times 1 minus the quantity of 1 plus I raised to negative the quantity of N minus K all over I. Substituting the given to this equation, we will be having this equation. If you're going to press this in your calculator, pwede nyo nang gawin itong 36 minus 10 maging 26. Pressing this on your calculator, we will be having B sub 10 is approximately 1,189,941 and 74 hundredths. Therefore, the outstanding balance after 10 payment is 1,189,941 pesos and 74 centavos. Other way of solving outstanding balance is by retrospective method. Retrospective method is used if there is an irregular payment, that is, the final payment is not equal to the regular payment. The outstanding balance under retrospective method is given by B sub K is equal to P times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to K minus the quotient of R times 1 plus I raised to K minus 1 and I, where B sub K is the outstanding balance, K is the number of past payments, I is the interest period. This is used when the duration of the loan is not given. For example number 5, Lori obtains a loan in a bank of 800,000 pesos at 5 5/10% interest compounded semi-annually to expand her coffee shop. She plans to settle the loan by paying 50,000 pesos every 6 months. What is the outstanding principal after 3 years? To solve, identify the given. P is 800,000, big R is 50,000, small r is 5 5/10% or 55,000, M is 2 for semi-annually, K is 6 since that it is semi-annually by 3 years, therefore that's 2 times 3 after 6 payments. For I, that is equal to 55,000 over 2, and that is equal to 275 10,000s. Retrospective method will be used because T is not known. The problem has not provided the time to complete the paying period. It helps that the original loan was given. We're going to use the formula B sub K equals P times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to K minus the quotient of R times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to K minus 1 and I. Substituting the given to the formula, we will be having this equation. And pressing this on your calculator, we will be having B sub 6 is approximately 620,017 and 6700. Therefore, the outstanding principal after 3 years is 620,017 pesos and 67 centavos. I will show you how to press this solution to your calculator. First, we're going to press 800,000. Okay, then open parenthesis. We know that if we're going to add this, that will become 1.0275, then close parenthesis, then x raised to box for the exponent, then right arrow, minus, then open parenthesis, then fraction, then 50,000, then open parenthesis, that is 2, yung bracket saka open, then 1.0275, close parenthesis, then x raised to box, then 6, then right arrow, balik tayo dun kay 6, minus 1, then close parenthesis, down arrow, that is 0.0275, right arrow for the close parenthesis, then equals. That's it.
Thank you, Ma'am Glo. And now, before we end this episode, let us hear a message from our mathematics coordinator, who is very supportive and understanding to us, her fellow mathematics teachers. Please welcome Mrs. Thelma F. Pavilion.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Juno. Math-sayang araw! Through the collaborative effort of the secondary mathematics teachers from Isaac Lopez Integrated School, we can say that we did it for you, mga Batang MANDunong. To our education program supervisor, Sir Resty I. Rodelas, and the rest of the SDO Mandaluyong family, thank you very much. In behalf of Isaac Lopez Integrated School, together with our principal, Mr. Roberto Pire Dubante, we would like to say thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to be part of this project SOAR. We are always happy and ready to serve, reaching our goal to better your best.